Hello, welcome to White Davy Gardening and Worm Farm. If you like my channel, please press the subscribe button. From my last harvest of purple Japanese yam or purple sweet potato, I noticed that these two sweet potatoes started to sprout. So I'm going to be growing these indoors. So I'm going to be planting them in this container. This one just has a tiny sprout on it. Maybe it will grow more sprout as time goes by. And I'm just gonna keep them in this small container. The hope is to get seed slips from it. Now, from my experience with growing these last year, I noticed that I started them indoors, and at the 4 months mark they actually started producing sweet potatoes. So this is now the 1st of November, which means that 4 months from now, which will be the end of February, I'm expecting these to actually start producing. Now at that point in time, it will be the height of winter, the coldest part of winter, that is. So these won't be able to be transplanted outdoors at that point in time, which means that by the time the growing season starts in May, that is when I'll be able to transplant these, which means that chances are these are going to be producing in this container. Then I will take the slips off and use this and plant the slips. Some water in with my BTK water. I added BTK to it because, as I mentioned, I'm growing these indoors, and while growing them indoors, they are prone to fungus gnats, and the BTK will kill the larvae of the fungus gnat. And if fruit flies want to get in there, it will kill their larvae as well. So for that reason, every time I water any plants that I'm growing indoors, I'm going to ensure that I have BTK in it. Now, if you have water stored like I do, I have rainwater stored in my garage that I use for my worms. So that's the water that I'm using to water my plants indoors. So I had the BTK to it using the mosquito dunk. Now it only lasts 30 days in the water. So if you've had your water for 30 days after adding the BTK to it, then you're going to need to add more BTK to that water. So only 30 days, but that's a lot. But because I'm using them for my worm farm, it means that I will finish the water before the BTK actually expires in it. So if you enjoy this video and you would like to see more updates on how these purple Japanese yam or purple sweet potatoes are doing, please take a moment to give me a thumbs up. You can leave a comment in the section below. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and turn on your notification for more updates like these. Thank you so much for watching, and have yourself a wonderful day. Yeah man, a time for growth.